What I'm going to be doing the air signs for the 2.5 month, 3 month, however you want to think of it. Oracle, check-in, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You can apply this to your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. You may also apply it to your Venus sign if you are wanting to get some messages related to your love and romantic life. And even your money life too, like, financial situations and whatnot. I'm using 3 decks. Angel Oracle, Blind Spot, Illuminated Tarot Oracle. Although I may be using tarot cards, I am reading them in an oracle format. Oracle cards usually are a little bit more positive, But that's what I don't like about them. But that's what I do like about them. I'm a Virgo rising, so I'll always add a little bit of flaw criticism to it. If you don't like that, if you like things to be real phony, then go and listen to a straight up oracle reader, and they will tell you everything is going to be great when stuff could really not be. Anyways, and it doesn't matter if that's what you like to listen to, then that's what you like to listen to. Everybody has their own preferences. I personally like to know the truth as to what's going on in my life with a little dash of sprinkle and glistening, and it's like, so I'm like the perfect blend of life. I don't know why I'm running my mouth. Maybe it's because it's the air sign reading. Dropping cards and shit. Alright, I'm starting with Gemini. So Gemini, sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign. If you are wanting to know more messages about love life, money life, Gemini, what is that message? What is Gemini not seeing currently at this time? All right, we got card number 2 here. So card number 2. Let's see what that's about. So Gemini, it says self-concept. If you have drawn this sigil, your blind spot is your desire to see yourself and for other people to see you as a good person. Somebody else just got this damn card. I think it was Scorpio. The ego is the singular identity that you call by your name. It is an amalgamation of all the things you identify with. The things you call I, me, or mine. Ego is self-concept because we are raised relationally dependent in a society in which our survival depends upon each other and has for thousands of years. The only way for ourselves to survive is if we are in the good favor of the rest of the social group. So, you may be trying to control how others see you so that you can relate to a particular social group. Maybe. Let's see. Let's pull an Angel Oracle card as well to get a little bit more insight into renewal card, card number 20. All right, sort of like the judgment card, basically. Review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a different direction. So, you could have a second chance, a second opportunity to connect with a particular social group, or a second chance or opportunity to be evaluated in a particular circumstance in which you're trying to appear favorably. Alright, Illuminated Tarot deck, read in the Oracle type of format with a dash of critiquing. Ooh, I caught it, it didn't fall. 4 of Spades, and this card is kind of like the 4 of Swords. Alright, so this is like the levitating, I'm contemplating, oh yeah. So you could be literally just laying down, contemplating about your life and these decisions that need to be made, especially with the renewal card. So for the next couple months here, it looks like a lot of Geminis may be contemplating about giving somebody a second chance, giving somebody a second opportunity, or perhaps this is what's being contemplated about you. 8 of Spades as well. Okay, connect to the 8 of Swords in traditional tarot, which means that you could be sort of, all right, got 10 of Hearts. You could be sort of trying to get through something that you may be feeling blocked from, trying to gain clarity in something. You're trying to come up with a clear decision because you feel like you've been blocked off from something. You feel as though something is not clear in your life, and there's a need for you to communicate, okay? This card means that you're not communicating clearly. Others around you aren't communicating clearly. Usually that's reflective of some sort of thought processing, communicating on your end as well. Or it could just mean that, you know, you have to be the bigger and better person, the better communicator. You're a Gemini, so you should be able to communicate pretty well. But it looks like you're just indecisive right now at this time. So you're like needing some rest. Your mind is a little bit cluttered right now. You have a lot on your mind in these past couple, in these next few months. And because you have a lot on your mind, you may need to sort of not do as much. I'm not saying take completely like a break, but I'm seeing almost like you may have already done the work that you need to do, and you could just be doing too much right now. You've already done what you need to do, and it's time for people to reevaluate you, to understand you, the truth about you. I'm also seeing there could have been some manipulation done and misunderstandings and misjudgments going on. All right, 10 of Hearts, this is a good sign. For the next 2 months, I'm seeing you're being gravitated more towards some sort of luck, possibly. I mean, it does look like the Wheel card. I don't think this is the Wheel of Fortune card in this deck. I don't have the book right now. I don't feel like getting it. But at the end of the day, it is moving towards that energy. Now, this is connected to 10 of Cups in traditional tarot. So what I'm seeing is that you are trying to either move away from a particular social group, move away from a particular home life, family life, you know, people that you feel very comfortable with. This could be like your soul family in some way. You feel very connected to these type of people. You could be actually gaining a little bit more clarity on these people. Like you're contemplating, are these really good people? Is this the type of group that I want to be around, or do I want to go in a different direction? Or you are seeking your way into feeling a sense of belongingness with a particular social group, with a particular group of people. And that's what would be the 10 of Cups here. But it looks like something may have happened between you and a particular group of people. And I'm feeling like this already occurred. And then over the next 2 months or so, 2.5 months, you're basically trying to show yourself differently in the world so that people could take you a little bit better. I want to pull another card, but I don't, you know, I hate when I pull like extra cards for like one sign, not another, but I'm just like, whatever. Geminis are nosy anyway, so I could be nosy for your reading. Queen of Hearts, it looks like here. So, which is like Queen of Cups in traditional tarot. So, basically, I think, yeah, you're definitely connecting more with your deeper feelings. And this is helping you. This might be why things are a little bit more cloudy, because it's helping you to make more secure decisions, because you'll be making a decision based upon more so how you deeply feel, like your deep desires. So because you're tuning more into that water sign energy with the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Hearts, 10 of Hearts, whatever. You know, you could be dealing with a water sign individual. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So you're trying to make logic, make a rational decision of how you really feel. So you're an intellectual, obviously, Gemini. You make good decisions. You're working on making these decisions over the next 2.5 months. But it just looks like For some reason, you've been kind of taken away from your own your own sense of self-worth, your own sense of value for some particular reason. Like you feel like that's being tested, like you're being tested. You're being tested over these next 2.5 months, Geminis. And it's up to you to really bring clarity to your true emotions and feelings, and you know where you feel that you belong at with that 10 of hearts, and work on being more clear in, you know, your decisions that you're making and stuff. That's pretty much what I'm seeing, you know, for Gemini for the most part. This is going to be the 2.5 month, 3 month, however way you want to think of it, oracle forecast for Libra. You can apply this to your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. I'm using 3 decks. Or you can apply it to your Venus sign if you want more answers pertaining to your love life or your financial life. Blind spot, angel oracle. Illuminated. What are those divine messages that the zodiac sign of Libra needs to receive for the next 2.5 months? See what Libras are maybe not seeing, not attending to. Alright, one card fell out here. So it's card number 73. Let's go ahead and see what that means. Boom. So basically, card number 73 is called Shapeshifter. And it says, if you've chosen this card, you are the type of person, and I'm skipping because it's written in a sort of way that would be kind of inconvenient, like for me to actually read it for like this particular type of oracle forecast I'm doing. So it's basically saying that you're so used to being able to get yourself and other people to focus on whatever you want yourself or them to focus on, instead of basically focusing on yourself. So this is saying that you are more interested in other people's shortcomings and other people's blind spots and other people's ignorance and other people's problems instead of those problems of your own. So it may be a time where you may be actually seeing other people's problems and shortcomings as a reflection of possibly your own shortcomings as well. But let's see. Let's get a little bit more details into what could be going on with Libras. Alright, this card wants to pop out actually. It looks like it's the Fool card. In this Angel Oracle deck, it's called the Dreamer card, number 0. Connected to Archangel Metatron, a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So this is a major arcana pretty much, and so it's a pretty important theme that you're going through. So a lot of Libras could be going through, they may feel like some huge changes in their life in some way. And this huge change could have the potential for travel or an opportunity in which you may not have all the details and information, and you may have to make a decision as to whether or not you want to partake in it. Whoops. First card is the Jack of Spades. Similar to Knight of Swords. So, yeah, things are coming in very swiftly. 6 of Hearts connected to 6 of Cups. Okay. This could be concerning a relationship matter, actually. And you also got this Jack of Diamonds, which connects to the Knight of Pentacles. It looks like something to do possibly with a relationship situation that you may need to make a quick decision in. And, you know, also too, this could be affecting your work life, your everyday routine work life is what I'm seeing. In addition to this, this could be some sort of a gift in a relationship, and there could be some uncertainty regarding that. I'm also seeing the potential of somebody just I forgot what it's called, but when you just like take off and decide to be together without telling everyone, which, you know, right now is probably not the best time to do that, being that Mercury's in retrograde, but you know, people do what they want anyway. But another thing, what is it called? Like hitch something? I could be bugging. I don't feel like thinking about what it's called. Mercury's in retrograde. I don't remember what it's called. But in general, what I'm seeing, you know, Dreamer card, the Fool card. It's called the Fool card for a reason. You could be a fool. You could make stupid decisions. Why? Because you're focused on everybody else's issues and not your own. Right? You already said that in the beginning. However, there's also an opportunity for you to break out of that fool energy, to break out of such criticism and, you know, overanalyzing things and actually take on a good opportunity. The problem being is that this comes in very swiftly, which means you have to think quickly on your feet. Your communication is very important right now. Good luck while Mercury's in retrograde. But Mercury's not going to be in retrograde for 2 months, for 2.5 months. So, in this reading is pertaining to 2.5 months. So you have an opportunity to, you know, take on an opportunity and gain some experience, regardless if, you know, you're ready per se to really master or just like be successful in that opportunity. The experience matters a lot as well. 6 of Hearts here. Okay, there's definitely an opportunity for love if Libras are looking for love, romance, but I'm also seeing that there could be a good work opportunity or something like that, and that may get in the way of your love life. You could be dating new people, or there could be just like a circumstance where somebody's coming in with a swift opportunity related to your love life, and you may need to make a decision, like take a flying leap of faith type of situation. Okay. It looks like it's something where you have time, because this is, again, it's a 2.5 month reading, but it seems like this situation comes in swiftly. You have to be careful, because whatever this is, there's something I'm feeling like wanting back in return, because, you know, this is like almost like a work card. You put in that earth energy, and there's an expectation back of the earth energy, just like you work a job and then you receive. So you put in hours and you receive what? Money for the hours that you put in. And the thing is, what I'm seeing is that with the 6 of, you know, cups, a return of an ex may pop up. Just saying, for Libras. A return of a past ex, somebody from the past. But in addition to this, this could just simply mean maybe just, you know, taking a flying leap of faith with a particular romantic partner. But I'm also seeing you and your partner may be having quite a few debates at this time. Just over the next 2.5 months. This is going to test the faith and the maturity of your relationship. How strong is your bond, really, at this time? Because this oftentimes is when people start speaking their mind very confidently and swiftly, okay? You know, expressing their opinions. And this could be between you and your relationship partner concerning things like work, like what you do for a living, the amount of money that you make, or some sort of materials that you're receiving, like a package. It could be like, it could be something stupid, like somebody's tired of you, or like maybe you're not conserving enough space within the home for, like, if you have a business and you send out packages or something like that and it's getting in the way or something. Like an arts and crafts business, especially maybe with the 6 of Hearts. But if it's not that, then it's just something to do with like childishness coming up in relationships. Some people could be in a relationship where the age difference is pretty like large gap type of thing, maybe 6 years apart or more. Other people, it's a situation concerning childish arguments, people, you know, placing their opinion on certain things, and, you know, somebody went in a rush and getting to a particular situation, the other person really don't want to do that. Somebody traveling for work, or someone traveling to visit an old love partner. Someone travels back in town, okay? An old crush or something like that. That's what I'm seeing for Libras. Thank you for watching. I hope the messages were helpful. Aquarius, sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus, if it's pertaining to your love life or financial life. Oops, I dropped a card. You got a bonus card, Aquarius, card number 51. I ain't telling you what it means. Alright. So anyways, what is the message that Aquarius needs to receive as it relates to something that they are not attending to? Ooh. $42. So this reading is pertaining to the next 2.5 months. All right, before entering 2021. Others see it, you don't. Other people see you or see the situation you are in much better than you currently see yourself, or the situation in this scenario. Other people clearly see what is your blind spot because it is not a blind spot for them. That's pretty much like everybody's flaws. So yeah. It says it's straightforward. This is time. This is a time not to follow the counsel of other people's perspectives and instead favor your own. That is not that moment. Act proactively to get their perspective. So saying right now it's actually important to get the perspective of others rather than only, you know, kind of focusing on your own viewpoint, or yeah, so be a little bit more open-minded, Aquarius. Aquarius is fixed air, so they don't always like to hear other people's perspectives, or they don't mind hearing it. They don't really consider or attend to it. So right now may not be the best time for that. So let's see what else is going on. Let's pull an Angel Oracle card first. Oh yeah, the decks I'm using, Angel Oracle, Illuminated, and the Blind Spot deck. Alright, so boom. I'm pulling a card from the Angel Oracle now to get a little more insight into this 2.5 month preparation into 2021 for the zodiac sign Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. Alright, boom. So looks like we got here the Empress card number 3. Alright, so lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Some Aquariuses are thinking about like a pregnancy or whatever. Others are King of Spades. So some Aquariuses are thinking about an Aquarius. Some Aquariuses think about themselves. Ten of Spades. I lied. That's the Ten of Clubs, which is basically like Ten of Wands. All right. And let's see what else we got here. Nine of Diamonds. So some Aquariuses could very well be focused on like their own business situation, single, hood. Some could be models, maybe, or some could be like I'm seeing like there's a lot of responsibilities going on for Aquarius. A lot of responsibilities. You could be dealing with an air sign individual, or someone in your life who is maybe a boss figure. They own their own business. They are the boss of the company, and they are sharp with the tongue in some way. And you feel overburdened with responsibilities in some way. You could be sharp with the tongue. This person's asking you a lot of questions. You're not remembering everything. You're not remembering everything. You also can't see very clearly because you're so burdened by these responsibilities that you've been not attend. You're being watched. I feel like over these next 2.5 months, you're being watched. I feel like by this King of Spades individual. This is like King of Swords. This is a person who's very much mentally aware and mentally alert, and they are a judge. So they're judging you. And they're judging the way that you take care of your responsibilities. And I'm seeing that you are so involved. You're so self-involved that you are now like overburdened and overwhelmed, and you got to make sure you see where you're going. The good thing is that this card is good. This Nine of Diamonds is good. It can indicate possibly being a business person and feeling confident in the decisions that you make, like feeling okay going at it alone in your endeavors and not needing really so much of the opinion of others. Remember, this card we picked says that you should consider the opinions of others as well. So that just simply means, there needs to be a nice balance between consideration of other people's opinions and, in order to be compatible with anything in this life, you do need to kind of conform to people's ideals in some way. But at the same time, you also should be quite confident in, what you know as well. Empress card. You could be dealing with somebody who's fertile. You could be fertile yourself, or this person, they have ideas, they plant these ideas, they manifest quite quickly. Like it just happens. Archangel Gabriel is connected to the Empress card. Anything else needed to be said for this? I'm seeing just right now, there's a huge focus upon your ability to be responsible, your ability to communicate effectively. So yeah, your ability to communicate, be responsible, and to possibly split some of the responsibilities up in some way. Like maybe you're taking on too much responsibilities. Maybe you're too overburdened. Maybe you're too overwhelmed in some way. Like maybe you're doing too much or not enough to the point that now you're like trying to work through procrastination. And like, you waited last minute to do a lot of things and now it's like all bundled up. You're working on that stuff for the next 2.5 months. The stuff that you didn't attend to, it's all bundled up and you got to work on that. Once you do, something great is coming along. Possible recognition, and the ability to maybe separate yourself and start doing your own thing and be successful in that. Aquariuses are trying to get their own business. They feel overwhelmed by working for another person, a particular person they may have been working on with, like working for a boss figure. They don't really want to work. They don't want to work for this person any longer. They feel overwhelmed and overburdened, and they want to separate themselves. They want to separate themselves and do their own thing. Laziness too could be going on with this Nine of Diamonds. You know, in a higher vibration, this is somebody who is a self-starter. They have their own business. They could be a freelancer. They could be a person who, you know, they built something for themselves and they're quite successful in that. Okay? Or they could just be starting up. The lower expression of this, in combination with this 10 of Wands, I'm getting a lower expression of this energy. Okay? But it could be perceived differently. But, you know, the first way I'm perceiving it is that you are basically really overwhelmed with work to do. You've been avoiding it. You've been procrastinating it a lot. And you've been kind of lazy and cooped up like by yourself in some way. I'm also feeling that you're not really receiving help from somebody who should be helping you. Instead, they're just asking you a lot of flipping questions. And they may talk a lot, but they may not actually like help you with all of these burdens, and you kind of feel like you're starting everything up on your own. And it's not like you're starting up a business or something. It feels like something where maybe a person should be assisting you or getting other people to help you with things. They're not helping you with things, and you're literally like doing it by yourself. If you're not sure whether or not like you're wrong in a situation or not, this tarot reading should kind of confirm the fact that I'm telling you that there's something that you may actually need help in, and somebody should be helping you. And instead, this person is just yada yada. They have a good way of communicating and thinking. They are intellectual, and they're able to almost make you feel as though you shouldn't be feeling like how you're feeling. But you're clearly overwhelmed with responsibilities. You should have received help in starting this, whatever it was. If it was a project, if it was, I don't know, any sort of situation. Something that you've done with another person. Almost like you had a kid with somebody and this person just like dipped out on the responsibilities of the child. It doesn't have to be that exact situation, just that concept. I feel like is going on with Aquarius is like there was something that was created and you two or you three or you four took part in the situation. You all should have took up responsibilities for this creation, and you're taking up the majority of the responsibilities. Almost like working on a school project and you're doing all the flipping work and none of the other members are doing anything. On the other hand, if you're curious about another person and how they feel that way about you. Like you're not doing anything and they're doing all the work. You also may need help with ideas, or you could help other people with ideas. You need to take care of yourself, I'm seeing. Like maybe you need to see someone that can like some type of like holistic healing or something like that with like Empress, and like you could be feeling like some sort of inflammation in your body, and maybe you need to like get a massage or something like that. I don't know. I'm just thinking, to be honest, I was thinking that like I need to go to Massage Envy because I got a gift card. I'm like, I don't know. This reading kind of triggered that for me. But anyways, I hope this reading was helpful. Thank you. Peace out.